Hello, and welcome back to Crits&Knits. Let's see what our elderly adventurers are up to today. Who remembers what happened last session?
Erasmus wished a wizard into being.
Oh my god.
Not wrong.
He did wish a wizard into being, but it wasn't a real wizard. It was like a hologram of a wizard that's just hanging out in the middle of fucking town.
And will never go away because he wished it into existence.
Yes. And now, and we have somebody drawing this wizard as well, so that we may look for him.
There's an academy on his class ring that we're going to go find. It was the rival school of Erasmus's.
And
why are we looking for them specifically? Are they the ones that...
Yes.
He's the owner of the table.
Yes.
Oh, there's the piece I was missing.
There's the piece that I forgot. There was a lot. So much and so little happened that episode, but my brain is like, you remember nothing, old woman. I'm like, okay.
You're in character.
Apparently.
We asked Agnatha if she knew the guy, and he was not familiar to her.
Or she's lying.
Would she lie to you?
She might.
I mean, that's valid.
Oh, and we got the sketch artist, we got her into the Golden Frog by giving her Kiviat yarn to give to Agnatha to bribe her.
And we just keep giving her yarn to get back into the knitting guild so that we can talk to her.
Was she removed from the knitting guild?
No, she's not.
She
a part
just doesn't
of it.
knit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's an autiste.
I just figured there was some deep, dark, tragic backstory
and dude
there.
has rings. Dude
Yes,
has magic
he does.
rings on every finger.
So what we've learned is Erasmus should not make wishes.
He's got one left.
Oh, no.
He's gonna come up with something just off the wall to do with it.
And that's fine. That's half the fun of Wish, right? So yes, most of last time was spent being concerned with this thing that was wished into existence in the middle of the marketplace. And you did have the halfling artist, Silvaka, who came and made a portrait. Erasmus didn't recognize the wizard, but did recognize the amulet and the symbol on it as being from the Magrona Academy, which was a rival of Erasmus's old wizarding school. And yes, this fellow did have a very tall hat. I have, for some reason, 13 3/4 inches tall. I don't know why it seemed important that I know exactly how tall his hat was, but
the artist measured it.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
I feel like I might have had
You-
something in mind that has just now slipped my mind because I did not write it down.
Yeah.
Did you identify his rings?
How could
I feel like
He's
we talked
magic.
about them and what they looked like.
We could tell there was like a ring of fireballs. We could tell by like the way it looked. There were a couple that we recognized, but not all of them. But we took copies, or we're going to take a copy. Something.
I think the artist was going to draw them in detail for us so we could look into it. Because that's the only way we could do a copy unless we pull out our handy-dandy cell phones. But they would be like the cricket phones.
the jitterbugs.
Ye old jitterbugs. They're just bugs.
Oh, your sending stones don't take pictures. They're just not that quality.
They're not smart sending stones.
No.
They're flip sending stones.
Yep. So, you have gone to bed for the evening. I'm assuming you've each returned to your homes. Had a relatively relaxing night, perhaps? Or not. I don't know your life. Maybe you've got like 7 dogs and 12 cats that you have to take care of. I don't know. Maybe it's not so relaxing at home. Maybe your neighbor's the one who plays the bagpipes. There is someone in town who plays bagpipes. May or may not be your neighbor. I don't know.
Not my neighbor.
Okay, well that's good for you. I mean, there are plenty of houses. It doesn't have to be your neighbor.
Play Thunderstruck.
Thunder.
That's on my Owen Spotify playlist. It's the bagpipe version of Thunderstruck.
I love it. I love it.
That's
amazing.
wonderful.
So the next morning comes, and you all have decided to meet up once again at the Knitting Guild because, well, the Golden Frog has, of course, the best wine, but it turns out that the cranky half-orc bartender, Astrin, also makes a really mean cinnamon roll.
Hell yeah.
So if you get there early enough, you can get one of the dozen cinnamon rolls, but he only makes a dozen in the morning. That's it. When they're gone, they're gone.
Nalitha is there before he even pulls them out of the oven.
Excellent. Excellent.
Also, are there any breakfast meats?
He doesn't make any, but you can probably... There's a stall in the market that always has meat.
She makes breakfast meats for people as well.
Are you saying meats or meads?
Meat.
Okay.
Like bacon.
Like bacon and sausage.
I mean, either would be welcome.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
All of the things. Nalitha's just making breakfast.
Aww.
Things you learn.
Astrin sort of gives you a glare as you... Or are you doing this at home?
I do it at home and bring it in. It's like an exchange for the two of us. He gives me a cinnamon roll. I bring him food.
Oh, he very much appreciates the...
Yeah, I'm not taking... I would not take over his kitchen.
Okay.
For not having grandkids, you're such a grandma. Have you eaten today, Astrin? You're looking so thin.
No, it's more so that she gets the first pick of the cinnamon rolls.
I do enjoy that. So you get your pick of the cinnamon rolls and settle down in a chair and wait for your friends to arrive. There is no sign of Erasmus that morning.
Anyone seen Raz?
No.
Oh, he fell in his hole.
Shayla comes up and, oh, yes, well, your friend was feeling a little... Something about a plate, and he ate something that he shouldn't have. So I gave him something for his stomach, and it's probably going to knock him out for a while, but he'll be fine. It's just, he ate something that didn't agree with him.
Is that any way?
Can we get the plate off him while he's down?
Is that any way for you to break, I don't know, curse?
No. I can fix a broken bone. I can medicate you into a coma, but I don't do curses.
Do any of your kin break curses?
I can ask around.
Thank you. He found a cursed plate.
Oh.
And that's why he is eating off a weird plate.
I mean, it's a very nice plate. It looked pretty.
It's cursed.
Oh, well, I guess it's a good thing I didn't touch it then.
Yes.
Would you like some bacon?
Yes, please. And she takes some bacon and doesn't sit down with you, though. She's not the friendliest of folks, but, you know, she'll fill you in on the details when she needs to. So Erasmus is nursing an unhappy belly, but nothing major. He'll be fine.
What do we think that he ate, though?
Everything.
Assault's going to come in at this point and join the table.
Oh, Salt, you're mobile again.
Yes, well...
Welcome. I got you a plate.
Thank you. Very, very kind.
It's a normal plate.
Okay.
I got you one as well. There's breakfast. Like, she has set up the table with breakfast stuff.
Oh, delicious.
That was a very strong reaction there, Owen. Everything all right?
Just some trauma from Erasmus's cursed plate.
Oh, you don't know about the cursed plate? Did we leave that out? Erasmus picked up a plate while we were, dragging. Turns out it's cursed. He can only eat from it. It's questionable at best, some of the stuff he will eat with it.
It seems as though if his will is not strong enough, he'll just keep eating until he throws up.
Yes.
Well, give me some time to prepare it, and I can probably break the curse.
Thank God.
Which
yes,
one?
actually. LaRue. Unicorn.
Okay.
Yes, I can. I have the ability to do that. Although I imagine he's going to want to sleep. Yep. So when we see him next, remind me.
Well, he'll bring it with him.
Oh yeah, it will always be.
Because he will only eat off the plate.
It'll be in his portable hole.
Yeah, not to reach in his hole.
You got to the joke before I did. Right. What did I miss while I was bedridden?
Did you see the wizard in the street?
I saw some sort of
magical wizard thing.
Image thing. It was quite
Erasmus
curious.
decided to wish the wizard here.
Neglected to say physically here.
So we have an image of the wizard just in town square now.
Forever.
Or until it gets wished away.
I'm not wasting a wish on that, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, at least we know what they look like.
Yes, there is that. Also, apparently, he's from a rival school of Erasmus's.
Goodness. All the good things happen when I'm gone.
Stop falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm try. A cat left a toy at the top of the stairs. I didn't see it.
How many cats do you have?
I don't have any. There's a few that run around town.
Fair.
In fact, I don't remember. Was it this time that you fell down the stairs, or was that last time?
Well, they tweak their back on the mountain.
Right.
That.
Oh no, it was the hip on the mountain.
The hip, yes.
Look.
I mean, listen.
I don't want to say anything for fear of aggravating my own aged bones, but knock on wood, I've not had any incidents.
And may it remain that way. At some point, when every bone is the weather bone, that's not a fun existence.
Oh, that hurts just thinking about it.
Doesn't it?
But how are you feeling?
Better.
Glad to hear it.
Hale and hearty and ready to find out what's going on, I suppose. Although we should wait for Erasmus.
Yeah, I think today is just kind of hangout day.
Well, says the voice of God in your heads. There are a lot of people in town. You may want to ask around and find out if any of them know about, say, this academy or where it is or...
What is Nelitha's charisma? Okay.
Also, I have a map now. So if you have hometowns to give me later, I can add them to the map. I will take a picture.
Mine was destroyed in the Necromancer's War, so I do not.
Ooh, did it have a name?
You have a ruin where it used to be?
Probably.
Because if it doesn't have a name, I'll tell you what the name is.
It's Dover's Mill.
Okay. I'm going to put that right.
I sent you this in my biography.
I know, but I don't have that pulled up right now.
In your biography.
But I'm adding Dover's Mill to the map in a very specific place. In a place that is now referred to as the Dead Fields.
Oh, no!
It wasn't that before. Not when you lived there.
But now it is!
Funny how necromantic wars will do that.
No.
It's all fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Totally fine. Everything's chill.
Family doesn't live there anymore, so yeah, it's fine.
There you go.
Is that because they're dead?
What was that?
Is that because they're dead?
Well, my parents are dead, but Sibs are still around.
How many siblings do you have?
2.
Older? Younger?
Both.
One each. Middle child. Makes sense.
You shut your whole mouth.
Wow.
Sorry, we're thinking about my siblings and just it's reflexive.
That's fair.
Have you thought about therapy?
No. And I don't plan to start.
That's a choice.
It is a choice. It's a conscious choice. I have too much baggage to burden another with.
Well, that's very dramatic and self-sacrificing.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
How about you, Nelitha? Do you have any sibs?
Not that I am aware of.
That's a very particular way to answer that question.
It's it's true.
Fair enough.
I didn't really have a family growing up. Siblings were more like kids fighting in the streets over whatever we could find to survive.
An unfortunate reality sometimes.
Have you thought about therapy?
Oh, I've done therapy, actually.
Oh, congratulations.
How'd it go?
How long did the therapist survive?
That is a question that you would ask, isn't it?
We know Nelitha, so yes.
He survive. Well, I mean, he's still around somewhere. Yes.
That sentence does not inspire confidence.
So it was more of a, he tried to turn me in for a reward.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not exactly a good person. I hope both of you have realized this by now. Did a lot of shitty shit before.
The young will do that.
Sure, the young. But I didn't kill him, so he must still be around.
Well, unless someone else.
I didn't kill him, therefore he is still alive.
I'm just saying that I wouldn't know if he's dead or alive because I didn't stop his heart with a dagger like I should have.
You didn't attack his heart.
Technically, just not with a dagger or any sort of weapon.
The feelings.
Yeah, and then he tried to turn me in, and that went away.
Oh. Was this your boyfriend?
Why put labels on things?
Yeah.
Okay, then. As the DM makes a whole bunch of notes about questions to ask. Because I don't think this was in the backstory at all.
I don't even know if I gave you a backstory.
Very small.
I know I didn't about family.
This small? Yeah, you're right. It was me. Yeah. I think the thing I gave you was Nolitha did some shitty shit. And that was about it. No siblings, no kids. Never had a pet either.
Well, at least the children. At least the children one is relatively easy to be sure of.
Yeah, I think I would remember if I birthed somebody.
Yeah.
Generally.
Unless this was a soap opera and I was in a coma.
I mean, magical comas can be a thing.
And those traveling soap operas are no joke.
It's the bubbles popping when they hit the high notes. That's what gets me every time.
Yeah, it's also is he the bad brother? Is he the twin brother? That thing always throws me off.
If he has a goatee, he's the evil one. Obviously.
I mean, but then how do you differentiate when it's the lady?
Owen kind of scratches his beard a little bit.
Does he have a goatee or a beard?
No, beard.
No. Beards are fine. It's goatees that are evil.
Someone should have told young Owen this.
Oh.
There was a phase.
I mean, goatees are fine. It's in the traveling soap operas that they are not. And if it's real pointy, then you're obviously bad guy.
Especially if you use the beard oil to make it very pointy.
Does the
you could almost kill someone with it.
And it's twisted.
Yeah. And sometimes they do their eyebrows. What is up with that?
Yeah. Hard to say.
Could never get into them myself.
I can say many things about drama, but even I have my limits.
Oh, fair.
So you're just really into cinnamon rolls and breakfast meats. For no reason.
Well...
Or was it the food scarcity?
A little bit of that.
It's okay to say you just like them.
Well, I feel like we have been through some shit that I should be at least a little honest with you occasionally.
Owen shrugs. Kind of like,
Also, I could be lying about everything. Who knows?
You know, as you do.
For a short amount of time, there was a woman that took care of me. She made the best cinnamon rolls. These are a close second. Learned how to cook from her. And then, things happened and I left. So.
There's a lot of story contained in that sentence, but I won't pry.
Yes. I think we've done enough.
So, the smell of cinnamon rolls gradually dissipates as the last few are snapped up by some of the other members of the Knitting Guild who come in. As you guys are finishing up and getting ready to get up and leave, you see Tamelia come stomping in and go straight to the bar. She is the Fire Genasi. She is not a morning person. She stomps up to the bar, glares at Astrin. He glares back at her. I'm too late, aren't I? And he nods. And she just huffs, and her hair gets a little flamier. And she turns around and stomps out.
Oh, wait.
What?
I hand her one that I stole.
Oh, you are a cool elf. She takes a big bite.
Would you like some breakfast meats?
I would. And she just sits down beside you and starts eating. You are a cool elf. I like you. Yeah. And
This is the calmest I've ever seen you.
She looks up at Astrid and gives him another glare. And then starts back on the cinnamon roll.
Well, we have you here and in a benevolent frame of mind.
Yeah.
Have you seen this man? Rather, the man that's out in the street.
Well, I mean,
Have you seen the real version?
The real version. No, I saw the thing in the market. That's weird. Did you guys do that?
And do you know, Rasmus?
Oh, well, okay. I don't know him all that well, but it makes sense.
Do you happen to know anything about the Magrona Academy?
I mean, I know it's a wizard thing.
That was the extent of our knowledge as well.
Yeah, I'm not a wizard. I mean, do I look like I need to do wizard shit? I burn things up if I feel like it.
Same.
Exactly.
Blame on.
But, who was it? Someone had a kid that went there. Or grandkid. Might have been one of the Harpers. That doesn't narrow it down much, I know.
No.
Hold on. And she takes another big bite of the cinnamon roll, chomps on it for a minute. Heyman Harper. That's the one. He had a kid or a grandkid or a something that went there. Heyman. Yeah.
All right.
Do we know who Heyman is?
He is one of the many Harpers in town, one of Enyatha's many progeny. He is married to Ivadil, who...
The Muffin Man?
Shut up.
No.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
He's married to Ivadil, who runs Herblight.
Oh, great.
Oh, no. Is it a not a pyramid
yes,
scheme?
It is not a pyramid scheme.
This is the best episode to go to Herblight because Erasmus is not here.
What's an episode? This is elf terminology.
Yes, always. Perfect day.
Well, then if we are, we had best hurry. I suspect that he will be rising eventually.
And Ivadil might have more of those health potions that you requested. It's been about a week, yeah?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Let's go get some information. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for the cinnamon roll. If you get me another cinnamon roll, I'll come up with more information. I don't know what you need, but I'll figure it out, man.
That's fair.
All right. Okay.
If I get you another cinnamon roll, can we go on a date?
Yeah, sure. And she actually smiles. You don't think you've ever seen her smile before. But she smiles, so.
All right. I will see you tomorrow, then.
All right. Breakfast. I like it.
That's, if we're in town tomorrow.
Oh.
I suspect we will be in town.
I think we will
tomorrow.
have to.
I fancy not waking up with a knife in my leg, so
Going to be
and we have to wait for Erasmus to stop being sick.
That's fair.
he'll want to sleep at least until tomorrow, I'm sure. So let's go to Herblight.
Okay. So you head down.
So is it just the dangerous ones that you like, or is
Talk amongst yourselves.
It's the thrill of potential death.
I mean,
or is it just hot people? Ha ha ha.
Wah wah wah.
I don't have a type. I like most people, but she could also break me, and I do enjoy that.
Shall we on?
Yeah.
We're learning a lot about Nalitha tonight.
We are. It's
One
great.
might say too much.
Nope. So we arrive at Herblight.
You do. You arrive at Herblight, and they are just starting to open up. The good news about being in a town full of retired people is that most of them get up early. So when you get up early and start doing stuff, the rest of the town's already up. It's not like, I'm going to say, normal towns where things start opening mid-morning. Nope. They're all open at the crack of dawn because they've been up for 3 hours already. So when you get there, Ivadel is standing behind the counter. I am trying to remember what her voice sounded like. And I don't think I have any notes.
Soft and light.
Okay. Good morning. How are you all doing today?
We're doing well.
Lovely. What can I do for you today?
Did you have a son or a grandson that went to the Magrona Academy?
Not a son, but our daughter went briefly.
Oh, I apologize. I made an assumption.
Oh, no, that's fine. Lots of people do.
Is she here?
Oh, no, she's off seeing the world. After the academy didn't work out for her, she was a little sad and went off to try and improve her life.
Find herself?
Yeah.
Fair.
Did it not work out on her part or the part of the academy?
A little bit of both. It's one of those, not many students make it past the first year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a little bit intense. You know, those wizards are, they're
bitches?
Something.
I'll say it.
Well,
bitches?
No, they're just,
they want to have the best
they
of the best.
do, and they've got a very interesting structure. They've got, I don't even know how many they have now, but when Galea went, that year they had 53 instructors, 53 masters they called them, and there were 100 students in her class, which sounds like a lot, except that was from all over, like everywhere. There were, she was not the only elf, which was nice because, there have been places that, the family was the only elves and that was a little bit uncomfortable. But, no, she was one of about 100 students, which was lovely to have that many potential friends and they all got to stay in the dorms and it was really nice when we took her and got her all settled in and it was fantastic and everyone was so nice when we first met. And then we started getting letters from her about how hard it was. And the teachers, the masters were, they expected a lot from their students, even the first year students. And, when you suddenly realize that you can do magic, you're not very old. I mean, she was maybe 16, 17? Yeah, 17 when we went. And they were expecting so much of these poor kids. And so she stuck it out, though. She stuck it out for that whole first year. And then when we went to pick her up to bring her home for the break, well, she cried for a week. Well, Miss Anyatha said, we better not send her back there. And we asked, and she was okay with it, so. But it all worked out in the end. She learned a lot of magic while she was there. And it was really good for her to socialize with other wizards in this, super intense environment where they were all, competitive and trying really hard to learn things. And then she actually got a job, not too far from us, down at Glimmerhold, which is not too far. It's just probably a couple days travel. We could get there and visit her sometimes. It's not a problem. And she actually works with one of their healers. She's not a cleric. She still is a wizard, but she's doing more practical applications of magic, less of this theoretical stuff.
So how far away is this academy?
Oh, it's on the island, on Magrona Island, just off the coast. Okay. So, if you don't have, we didn't have any sort of magic to get us there. We ended up we went with a caravan. We met up with some folks in Glimmerhold. And, it took about a month to get there.
Goodness. Shit.
Yeah. We're up in the mountains and then they're down off the coast and on an island.
Do you recognize this man? And I point to Owen as he holds up the poster.
Oh, Yeah. That's Master Iridium.
Master Iridium.
Yes, Master Idor Iridium. He was the headmaster of the school.
The headmaster of the school?
Yes.
Oh, that's a problem.
Oh? How so?
Oh, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
We will sort out the problem.
Yeah, as always.
We will sort out the problem.
We will sort out the problem.
Oh.
We might even dagger out the problem.
Oh, my.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Don't worry.
Is everything going to be okay?
Oh, everything is going to be fine, darling.
Okay. Well, I mean, be nice to him. He's a bit of an ass, but he's good at what he does. And honestly, she would have done well if she'd gone back. But it was just so stressful. Because after the first year, they're not in a big class anymore. They actually go and they work with an individual master. So they've got a cohort.
He's good at what he does. What precisely does he do?
Well, honestly, he controls the whole school. He's great at the administration end of things. We went into his office to set up everything, to pay the enrollment fees, and my goodness, that man has a filing system. Not a single wrinkle in a single piece of paper. I think he was using prestidigitation without even thinking about it and just smoothing everything out beautifully. It was really quite lovely in there. He's a very organized man.
Somewhat different from his other workplace, which was quite filthy, as we discovered.
His other workplace?
Right, let's, thank you. Would you mind terribly, writing a letter to your daughter to, introduce us? We would very much like to speak with her.
Yes, I will happily do that.
For the headmaster. Wonderful. Thank you.
Is there anything that you need here?
Would she be available, or is she still traveling?
Oh, she has mostly settled in Glimmerhold. She does still go traveling from time to time. The last letter I had from her was about a month ago, and she was back at Glimmerhold in that time, so she may still be there. If not, she only goes for about a week or two at a time. It sounds like most of her work is still fairly contained, but she's got teleportation circles. It's lovely.
Oh, that is lovely.
Yes, I mean, she uses them for work, and of course. It's taken a good deal of time for the apothecary there in Glimmerhold to get everything set up, but honestly, it's been a lifesaver having so many resources so close to us, because we can easily do a quick trip to Glimmerhold and restock our supplies. And it is much faster than waiting for a caravan to come from, say, the coast all the way up.
That is true.
Yes, if you'd be willing to write us a letter of introduction,
certainly.
That'd be quite kind.
And her name is Galea
Wonderful.
Harper, of course. And she is she's a lovely young woman. Well, I say young. No, she's 203 now? Yeah, 203.
Oh.
Yes, very young.
Barely an adult.
Well, exactly. So it's been a while since she's been at that school. I'm assuming that's still the same headmaster. I guess it has been nearly 2 centuries since we've been there. It feels like yesterday. You know how it is with children. They grow up so quickly.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Give Owen a look.
Owen does not make eye contact.
Isolde will pin that off in the side corner of her brain.
All right. Is there anything else I can get you today? I've got some more health potions brewed up. I do have more of our Herbalife special shakes.
We have enough shakes, but we will take some potions.
All right.
Very happily.
And you have more than enough money to pay for the 5 potions that she has made.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes. There are 5 standard health potions.
Cool.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to do this evening?
No. Because your internet's gonna poop out.
Your internet's going to be real mad.
Yeah.
Okay. The last thing that I will let you know is that when you leave, Herblight is right at the market. And when you step out, Silvaka is still sitting in the marketplace. She actually has brought out a chair and an easel and is still sketching the wizard in the center of the marketplace. And there are a couple of people who are standing, looking over her shoulder, watching her work.
How's it going, Silvaka?
Oh, it's great. I'm having a great time here.
Any more details that you've come upon?
Oh, yeah, you wanted me to draw the rings, and she shuffles through some papers that are at her feet. Here you go. I got pictures of all of the rings. I could get in so nice and close. It's great having him here, because I could just, go up and stare at his hand, and it's right there, and I don't have to, worry about breathing on him or something, because, people get a little bit weird when you get, right up in their face like that. So.
They do.
Yeah, no, I got those pictures for you. So. Oh, and the amulet. I did a picture of his amulet, too. It was a little bit obscured because it's covered by the beard, so I had to sort of guess at some of it, but now that I know the name of the place, yeah, I got it.
Wonderful. You're amazing.
Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes. All right.
He almost slipped through and said, "You're amazing and I love you." Owen would not say that.
No.
This is how Owen gets a date. You're amazing and I love you.
And I think that's where we're going to leave it today. You have learned a little bit more about this Wizard Academy, and
each other.
You have made a contact or two, or maybe a date or two, and it's all good.
At least a date.
A date, yes. Which should be interesting. So we will leave you at midday, and we will come back in 2 weeks' time and see what all you have planned with Erasmus feeling better, I hope.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We've had a blast as always, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time. Until next time, bye. Bye.
Hollow, are you there, buddy?
You have to tell us if you're there or it's in traffic.
From the city that brought you Kentucky Fried Chicken, Sluggers, and Muhammad Ali comes Roll for Weird, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast. Join Philbert Fogel, Doomsday Prepper and Expert.
I mean, I'm kind of like the linchpin that's keeping everything together in the group.
Lasath, the Divine, and the Sensible.
And I still owe him my life, so I would have to end yours. It would be a mess.
Shadow, the Edgy Initiate.
I trust him with my life. I don't know if I trust him with, my bank account or my car or something like that.
Misty Charlotte Palladino, Spellslinger, and Trenchcoat Enthusiast.
But I haven't set anything on fire that I haven't meant to set on fire.
Silas Lancaster, Elderly Vampire.
There's only one Filbert. They broke the mold when they made Filbert.
And Dragonbait as the Creeper Keeper.
Silas, get back in your room!
Roll for Weird on Twitch, streaming monthly. New podcast episodes every other Friday. Available on Apple or wherever you find your podcasts.
A Majestic Goose Podcast.
Honk.